So I have some ripe fruit in my backyard. I have some pomegranates I want to get off the tree and go ahead and cut into 2 of them. I have a new variety of pomegranate that I've never tried before, and it has a ripe pom on it, and I'll show you in a minute. But I'm excited about trying that variety for the first time. Yeah, so we are in October and it's the 17th, and we're getting some cooler weather now. So that's nice. We're getting a break from that summer heat. I do have 2 pomegranate trees, and one of them is a lot older. I don't remember how many years, but probably like a 9-year-old tree, 10-year-old tree. And then I have a second one that I planted a couple years ago. It's a different variety, so I'm excited to harvest fruit from that tree today and get to sample it and see what it's like. I normally go based on the time of the year. Pomegranates are a fall fruit, so we are in the fall, and I kind of just look for color and size. Normally, a lot of years they tend to split, and when they split, that usually tells me that they're ready. But this year they have no splitting. So maybe it's a watering thing, like maybe more consistent watering. But I do want to go ahead and harvest today. And once I cut into them, I'll know if they're ready to be harvested or if they need more time on the tree. But anyways, another exciting thing that's going on in the backyard is that my loquat tree, if you see over there, right over there, that loquat, it is about 8 years old, and it's finally blooming. It's not in bloom, but it has buds, so it's going to start to bloom. And then you can see it here. If you bring the camera in closer, do you see that little spike, that little cluster? Yeah, so that's the very first cluster of blooms. So I'm excited about that. I don't know if I'll get fruit, but I will at least it's starting to want to produce fruit. So you need blooms in order to get fruit set. So I'm excited. That's a good sign. But that is the only little cluster on that whole tree here. You can see I did do a little bit of cleaning at the bottom to shape it just for shaping and size. I wanted like a little single trunk, little umbrella shape. It's a really pretty evergreen tree, and this I did grow from seed. So if you're growing a tree from seed, be prepared to wait several years before you get some fruit on your trees. When you're growing from seed, they can take it could take a long time, several years. Like I said, I believe this is an 8-year-old tree from seed. I'll have to go back at old videos and see to get more of an accurate age, but approximately 8 years old. Its first cluster of flowers, and they're probably going to open in January or February. They do bloom in winter, and I think they might bloom in like December, and fruit. Anyways, it's one of the earliest fruits, if I get fruit, that I'll have in the backyard. So I think you have ripe fruit or fruit set on this in February, maybe March. You're gonna start to eat them, and they'll flower. It's October, almost November. They'll flower, and then they'll set the fruit, and it'll mature the fruit like November, December, and then they'll be ripe in like February or late February, early March. That's what I'm thinking, if I ever get fruit. But it's a good sign. It's at least starting to flower. And I was like, I don't know when I was ever gonna get fruit, but it's been several years. I can't believe it's been that long. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys this way. Here's my little calamandan. I have some fruit on there. It's doing really good in the ground. This little calamandan tree, as you can see, put on a lot of new growth. But anyways, this video is, I don't want it to turn more into a tour video. I want it to be more of a pomegranate harvest video, and let's cut into the pomegranates. But so like right over here, this is the new pomegranate. You see it? This is the new pomegranate tree, the younger one. So it's a couple of years old. It's maybe 3 years old, maybe 3 or 4. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a lot younger than my older tree, more mature tree in the back. It has 2 fruits. If you go on that side, you can get a better shot of the fruit. I'll go this way. So you can see the fruit that I'm going to be harvesting. If you come over here, do you see it? Do you see this big fruit? So it has 2 fruits. I only allowed the tree to have, I wanted the tree to only have 1 fruit, but I did allow a second one. But this fruit is really big and beautiful. The tree itself, it's very small, so I wasn't trying to leave a lot of fruit on the tree because I didn't want it to damage the tree itself or break branches. But this is the fruit that I'm going to get off. The color is perfect. The size, it's a really big size, and maybe that's because I did remove the rest of the fruit, so it's only focusing all its energy into growing this 1 fruit. This one I allowed like later, which is a lot smaller, and I really should have taken it off, but I kept it on there. But anyways, I'm taking this off. It is the first time I have a big fruit like this, so I'm excited. I'm going to take this off. Now this is a different variety from the other variety that I have. The other variety is the dogs do that when there's a paramedic going by. Hey. Okay. Sorry about that. Forrest. Tara. Well, they'll stop it as soon as it goes by. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna cut it. Anyways, it's a different variety than the older variety that I have, the 10-year-old tree. I think it's about 10 years old. That variety is a wonderful, it's the wonderful variety, and this is the Pink Satin. So I'm taking it off. I hope it's the right time. But look how big that is. Look how beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? I'll show you, I'll compare them to the other. But that is like, I have pretty big hands. I mean, that's a big fruit. That looks like a store size, like a really large store size, like a store-bought pomegranate. It's supposed to be pink on the inside. That's what they told me. And it's supposed to be soft seeded, or the seeds are supposed to be softer. So the seeds are supposed to be softer, and so you can eat them. They're supposed to be soft, so you can eat the seeds. You don't have to spit them out. But we'll see. We'll cut into it. I'll put this here, and I will walk over to the other tree, and I will get another pomegranate tree, another pomegranate fruit from the Wonderful. So we'll compare the Wonderful and the Pink Satin. Now, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I didn't harvest too soon. It is October 17, so I'm hoping that it's not too soon, because the fruit can stay on there till like November, maybe even early December. But so yeah, I don't want to get them too early, but that one looks really big and the color looks really good, so let's hope it's not white, because when you harvest too early and the fruit's not mature, the fruit can maybe be white and not fully colored and ripe. But anyways, this way. that tree. Look how pretty that looks. Come closer. Look at how pretty this looks. It's very ornamental, and at this time of the year, it looks so beautiful. It always reminds me of like a Christmas, it has like a Christmas vibe to it, because they look like little red Christmas ornaments on this like evergreen. I am going to harvest most of them soon because they're really dark colored now, so I think they're all ripe. But like I said, something I found interesting was this year there was no splitting on the fruit, and I get splitting every single year because I normally hand water. I do hand water everything. The only different thing that happened this year was that we installed a sprinkler system for the lawn, so that's on a schedule. It's on a program, so it is getting consistent watering. So maybe that's why there's no splitting. I heard that if they get consistent watering, that you won't get splitting. So maybe that's what happened. So right now I'm going to take a look really quickly, pick a fruit, pick a nice fruit, one that I think is pretty ripe, and then go and cut into them. So this is the Wonderful variety, and it is about 10 years old. I'm guessing at least 10 years old. So let me see. Stay there. I'm just gonna walk around the tree really quick to see which one I want to get off. But they're all pretty much ready to be harvested. There is 2 of them that are split. I can see the birds have been eating them. Those the ones that do split, you have to get them off right away, or the birds will get into them. The birds can't get into them when they're not split because they have a tough. Yeah, they need to come off. I can see that they're ripe. Okay, so I'm gonna get one. Just pick one. I'm gonna get this one or this one. Not sure. I'm thinking this one. I got it. So that's a beautiful pomegranate. See how it's a lot more red? These are a lot more red than the other. So I can already tell a difference in the outer of the exterior of the fruit itself. The coloring is different. This is darker, like a brighter red. The other one's like a more of an orangey red. So come this way. Let's go at those. So this one's a little bit, come on. Oh, I am gonna stop right here and get all of these fruits off. Wait right there. So pretty. Right here we have the sudachi, not sudachi, the yuzu. And I'm going to get the fruit off. I'm gonna go over here because I don't want too much sun. I'm going to get the fruit off because it is late October. Once November hits, you can get a freeze at any time. So I want to get the fruit off now. If I leave the fruit on there, it'll hold till December, and the fruit will be yellow, bright yellow. I like to use that fruit as a lemon lime substitute, so I'm going to harvest them now that it's more of that at the green stage. One thing that I learned last year was if I allow the fruit to stay on the tree too long, it won't give the tree time to like harden or prepare itself for winter, like to overwinter. So I need to get it off now so that it can just focus its energy on overwintering, because we can get pretty cold, and then I want to be prepared for the freezes of winter when they come, like the first freeze. And so that'll give it enough time. It'll pretty much all of November, and we probably won't start getting freezing temperatures to like late November, maybe mid-November and December. So that's why I'm gonna get it all off. Even though it's still at the green stage, it'll be very juicy. And I'll show you, I'll cut one open. But that is the yuzu, and this is the best year that the best year. I've had it for three years, maybe 4, and it's never given me a really big crop like this year. Normally the sudachi performs really well year after year. This year I took all the fruit off. I wanted it to focus on its branching and on its shape, because it took a beating from winter. It didn't, winter really kind of beat it up a little bit. So that's why I learned from my mistake, allowing the sudachi to keep its fruit late into the season, like till December. I felt like winter caught it off guard and like kind of it got beat up, like it didn't have time to prepare. So I learned from that mistake, so I don't want to do that. I don't want that to happen to this year. But yeah, you can come over here. I'm gonna just be taking them off. Now this bush is very spiky. It's got big thorns, so I'm gonna be careful because I don't have my gloves on. I'm gonna just be removing all of it. It's still green, like I said. If you leave it on, it will turn bright yellow, the fruits. And they can get a little bit bigger than this, but right now this is what they look like. Maybe because I have a lot. I guess if you have less fruits, I think they can get larger. And that's why the thinning comes into play. When you want larger fruit, you want to thin and remove some of the fruit. That's basically, you're just trying to get larger fruits. I'm gonna try to do, oh, it smells so good. I wish you can smell, I know the camera doesn't have that smell, but I wish you can smell how this, wow. The smell of citrus itself is just wonderful, but there's something about yuzu itself that is just so aromatic, so wonderful. And I'm gonna take these off. Take this off. Put them on the bowl. You can start to see the color on this one. It's starting to turn bright yellow. So if you leave them on, by December they would be bright yellow like that. At this stage, they're still juicy, so you can still get that juice. And right now that I removed those, I was thinking that it was a little bit too big right here, so I'm gonna snip that for shape. That'll give it a cuter, nicer, more balanced shape. And I think I'm gonna take this one down to here, like that. And also, if I need to throw something on it, I can, which I'm not. It normally does really well. Unless it's a crazy winter. So snip that. I'm so happy with this little bush this year. I've never had this. I've only had maybe one fruit or two in like 2 or 3 years. But this is the year that it really decided to show out. I'm not going too fast because I don't want to poke myself. These thorns are dangerous. That's the one crazy thing about, do this fast and with all my citrus, I worry about them when winter comes, when the winter season comes. We're still in fall, but I am in zone 8B, and it's not an ideal zone for growing citrus. It's a little bit too cold. So I try to go for the cold hardy varieties, and then some other varieties. If I do go for like a more of a commercial variety, I have to do more winter protection. Ooh. Okay, I'll get the rest off camera. There's a few more. There's like, well, I'll try. Let me see. I thought it was gonna be. I kind of underestimated how many there was on the little tree. There's a lot more than I thought. The other side. There's a lot more than I thought. I'm almost done. There's one right in the middle, and I'm scared of that one because there's thorns. I'm gonna leave that one later. So I think there's only one left, and it's right in the middle. I think I'm gonna wear my gloves for that. Whew. I go in the shade. It's a little bright over there. So look at that. You see that? Look at close. That's the fruit, sudachi. It's kind of wrinkly, and it has that little nipple right there. I'm gonna put them over here. Right on the side. I'm gonna cut it. I'm going to. So look how big this is. This is huge. I think this is the biggest palm that I have. The biggest palm that I have. Even I think, yeah. So I think this is the largest fruit, probably because there was only one for a long time till the other one. So this is the Wonderful, and this is the Pink Satin. And these can get this size if I had removed more fruit. The less fruit the tree's holding on to, the bigger the fruit will get, because it'll just focus all of that energy into like one fruit versus 10 fruit. Had this little tree had 10 pieces of fruit, they would be smaller than this. So now I'm gonna just keep my fingers crossed to hopefully that this is ripe. I know that those were splitting, so that I'm sure they're ripe. So let me see, this is how I normally do it. I wonder if it's really true that the seeds are soft. Like, I wonder what they mean by the soft seeded, because I've only ever had the Wonderful, and these seeds are hard. Like, it'll break your tooth if you try to eat the seeds. I normally just take the juice and spit the seeds out. I should have got maybe a sharper knife. Should have done this in the shade. I didn't know. It's actually pretty warm in the sun. Huh? Are you okay? Do you want me to move to the shade? Are you hot? My son's helping me with the camera. Are you hot? I'll move to the shade. Okay. I'm gonna move to the shade. I don't want to be hot, and I don't want you to be hot. So go to the chair over here. Right here. Just put those right there. Thank you. Let's cut into this. I'm always cautious with pomegranates because the Wonderful, it's a red variety and it can stain, so you have to be very careful. The thing about this one, it's supposed to be non-staining, so I don't know. I don't fully trust that yet until I check for myself. So I'll still try to be cautious. I know that one will stain, so I have to be careful with that. I needed to go a little bit further. So the Pink Satin, if it's really soft seeded and I can eat the seeds and it's not staining, non-staining, I'm gonna be really happy. Because I don't have to spit the seeds out and I don't have to worry about getting stained. That would be awesome. Then you have to just try to find the ridges. There's one here. It's almost like wedges, like you would find in an orange. There's another one here. Another one here. Wow, this is a beautiful piece of fruit. Pink satin or pink or ice pink or pink ice. I think that's what they call it. I think it has those two names. And I got this variety from a nursery in San Diego. And I know there's a lot of varieties out there. I have these two right now. And the wonderful pomegranate tastes really good. It's just, you have to be careful because it's messy. It's like bright red. Okay, that's pretty much ready to be torn open. Sorry, it's not taking too long, but I got focus. I don't want to damage the fruit inside. I want it to be whole. Seeds. Okay, that one's pretty much open. All right, I was gonna open them together, but I'll open up this one. It's not red, it's pink. It really is pink. Wow, I'm so excited. It really is pink. It's almost like a light pink. Wow. Look at this. How beautiful. Look. Do you see how pretty that is? Like these pretty pink. Let's see. Oh, wow. Wow. The seed, it is soft seeded. It's a lot softer. Like that's edible. Like that seed. No broken teeth, no broken tooth. No, you're not gonna break your teeth. Very soft. Wow. I literally just ate the seed. This one, the wonderful pomegranate, you cannot eat the seed. You cannot. It'll break your tooth. It's soft seeded, it's pink, very sweet, very good. I'll let you try after. Let me open this one up so you can see the color difference. Okay, so this is the wonderful pomegranate. I've had it for a really long time. And I say that because I don't remember exactly, but years, it's at least 10. And this one I have to be careful with because, oh my goodness, but it's so beautiful. They just look like rubies. Look at this, Lennon. Do a close-up of that. That's bright red. Look at the color. Pink and red. Now this one stains and the seed cannot be eaten unless you swallow it and not chew it. You chew it, it'll take your tooth. It'll take your teeth. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this a little faster. And so, I'm so happy with that variety. Can't wait to let that tree keep growing and let it produce as many pomegranates. Hopefully next year I'll have more than 2. I'll probably let it hold on to more as the tree gets older and it gets stronger. I'll feel comfortable letting it hold more fruit so that it won't break, you know. I always worry about the tree first, the tree's health first, before. It's not worth it to me to lose a tree because I'm holding on to pieces of fruit and it's just like, wow, look at that. Ooh, gotta be careful because they'll stain. Look at these 2 beautiful pieces of fruit. Okay, I'm gonna go behind the camera for a minute. Well, actually, no, I don't have to. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Pink satin and the wonderful pomegranate. All right, now for the taste test. I'm gonna take a little wedge from here. I'm going to take this off, the little thing. It has this little membrane you can just take off. Normally I just will sit here and clean the whole thing, get all the little seeds out into a bowl, and then I just use a spoon, and that's how I eat it. But you can just kind of clean it wedge by wedge. So this one's the one I don't have to worry about staining, and I could eat the seeds. So there it is. See that? How pretty and pink that is compared to this color? The red and the pink. So pink satin or ice, or pink ice, but here goes. Take a nice bite. Wow. Wow. I'm not used to eating the seeds, even though they're soft. All right, so I had to spit the seeds out because I'm not used to eating the seeds, but they're soft enough where you can eat them, like you can chew them. I'm just not used to it. I'm normally used to that wonderful, and that's a really hard seed. So I normally spit the seeds out. So I just take the seeds and enjoy the juice. But you could eat them. It's very soft, so that is true. It is soft seeded. It tastes so good. Let me try this. That wonderful traditional, like, I guess traditional because it's like the one that's mostly grown for commercial purposes. I don't know which one I like more. I can't decide. They're both really good. This one, maybe this one because it has more of a it's a little more tart and sweet. This one's just very sweet. This pink one is just very sweet. So I do like that balance of tart and sweet. So maybe the flavor is just a little bit better, but like almost, I don't know, it's so hard, like maybe 1 point better. But this one, it's non-staining. Wow, I don't have to worry about, I can just eat it and not worry about splashing or what I'm wearing. I can eat the seeds if I wanted to. It's beautiful. Let me take another bite. But I'm glad I can finally do a review on this variety. Such a beautiful variety. That color is beautiful. It's giving me like Valentine vibe, the pink and the red. And I know there's other varieties, and now I kind of want to explore the other varieties. Take a bite. Mm. So good. So good. So, I'm happy. We have a beautiful pink satin and a beautiful, wonderful pomegranate. And there's so many palms on the tree that I have to get off. And we have a beautiful harvest of sudachi. And that's it. Like, the year's coming to an end. And I did go ahead and overseed the lawn for winter with seasonal ryegrass. So hopefully that comes up so it's not so barren in the winter months. I did plant more evergreens, so hopefully it'll still look pretty alive even through winter, and there's winter interest. Oh, let me cut one of these. I forgot. I told you I was going to cut one of the sudachi fruits so you guys can see what they look like. I'm going to share this with my family right after this video. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. Sudachi. Not sudachi. I keep calling it sudachi. I have sudachi and I have yuzu. Sudachi is over there. This is yuzu. Sorry, not sudachi. It's yuzu. Sudachi is the one that overproduces every single year. It's a great producer. It produces a lot. It always wants to set fruit. It was trying to set fruit the very first year after planting, and then it set fruit the year after year, consistent fruiting. That's sudachi right over there. Over here I have yuzu. Yuzu got planted and gave me one fruit the following year, and then took like 2 years off. So I think it was just getting established. And then finally this year we have this beautiful crop. It's very seedy, very seedy, but the flavor, look at that juice. You see that juice right there dripping? I just cut into it, but you see all of that juice on the cutting board and onto the table? That came from this. So they're very juicy, like very juicy. I can squeeze it and you can see how much juice. So you take like a lemon squeezer, but they're very seedy. So you take, I'll clean that up later. Take all these seeds out. You don't have to take them out if you're using a lemon squeezer. But, and then you just take the juice. Smells good. It still has that, it's very tart, like lemon. It's more of a lemon than a lime flavor to me. And it has like hints of like mandarin. It's not as tart as a lemon or a lime. It's a little more mild like a lemon. Still tart, but I can eat lemons and limes like if they were oranges. So there's that. Alrighty. Yeah, those are definitely going to be used in the kitchen. And I will maybe make a winter video. If not, I will see you in the spring. And yeah, look how, you want a close-up of this again? And I will see you guys in the next video. But look at that, my very first pink satin. All right, bye.